I mean, this is not an argument, but I need to find a satisfactory answer to this.
Sure, go ahead.
I don't believe. Before asking that question, I want to put a caveat that I don't believe in either side of the equation. I just want an answer to a question.
Sure, I'll do my
What do you
best.
believe? Yeah. So you have said that it's about religion and morality basically. So you said that morality is because we have a tribal instinct that if we want to preserve ourselves, there should be a set of rules which we should follow. Otherwise, for example, murder, or if we do bad things, then as a tribe we might not survive.
Yeah.
While at a
Social
collective level,
social evolution.
yeah, yeah. At a collective level, I think I think your logic works. But I am still confused from a individual level. So, for example, if I have a if I say devise a method wherein my crimes are hidden, okay, and the consequences of my actions, I will not see that in my lifetime. So what prevents me from doing a crime? I mean, at a collective level, yes, the tribe might not survive. But if I'm not married, I don't have any responsibility of passing something down my children. I don't care about anybody, and
You don't care about you don't care about your you
and
don't care about your neighbors.
nobody. Yeah, that's it.
You
Basically, I'm
don't
an
care
evil
about
man.
you don't so no, see, my problem is that this individual perspective you're talking about is completely theoretical. There is no individual perspective, right? You came from your parents, so you're clearly,
Yeah.
if you are talking about being the only person on a world and you just popped into existence there and you had no parents, no family, nowhere, then it you know I can begin to think about it. But if you're a human being in a world, there is no such thing as an individual perspective, because you live in a house. The house belongs to either you or someone else from whom you have rented it out, so their welfare is connected to you. If you live in a house that you own,
No,
then your
ba-
house is maintained by people who are not you. So you are not an individual perspective. You do have people that you should by rights care about. If you're a
no,
bad
but
person,
yeah,
is
I'm
that
an
what you're
evil
saying?
person. Say, for example, yeah, if I'm an evil person, for example, if
So
I'm a
what I was
politician,
talking
for
about when
example,
I said
yeah.
when I was talking about
So
social evolution, when I was talking about social
yeah,
evolution, I was talking about the kind of impulses that have been programmed into us through biology, right? So there
okay,
is a thing called stage fright, where we go on a stage and we feel, our legs don't move and our throat dries up, etc., etc. That happens because, presumably, what I have read is that the fear of rejection is a thing that has been programmed into us since early times, because we were tribal animals. If other tribal members rejected us and did not allow us to be part of the group, then we will be fending for ourselves, and we will be not very successful at surviving because bears and tigers and all that, right? So
yeah,
nobody who goes on stage is aware that this behavior is coming from evolution, but it still affects them,
mm,
right? So
mm.
just because you don't have family members, don't have friends, etc., does not mean you will automatically become an evil person.
No,
And the
I'm not
point is
saying
that
I,
the
I,
point is that the point is not that you will naturally care about people. The point is that any nominally useful member of society will care about someone, because it's impossible to not to. And if
no,
you don't,
because for
then it's
example,
a
if,
psychiatric issue and you should see a therapist.
no, I'm not talking about myself. I am just talking about, a hypothetical being. Say, for example, a politician. Okay, so if it's a politician who's a corrupt, and
Hmm.
he has all the systems under his in his pocket,
Got it.
and
He still
obviously,
cares about
and
this politician does not care about his children.
no, he doesn't have any children.
Okay, this
So
politician does not care about his own well-being. Like, hey, when he gets
no,
old, he
his
will need a
his
doctor, right?
yeah. So no. So
The
his
doctor is
well-being is
someone he
taken
must
care.
care about.
Because yeah. So he has a lot of money, and he can, and which he has gotten through cheating people and causing riots, and killing folks, and then
Got it.
post that he's a happy get, and he's a kind of a person who doesn't care about anyone, and
What will he do?
and the
What will he do?
consequences of his action.
What? Hold on. What will
So
he do
so
with the
my
what will he do with the money?
no, so he'll just probably live a good old life, and he doesn't believe in
How?
anything life
How?
after death.
Tell me how. Tell me how he will live a good life without people.
Because he has money. I mean, he has people working
He
for him.
can't eat the
I mean,
money, na,
there are
Baba. I'm saying, how will he live a good life? Give
no,
me a
because he
description of that good life.
the good life is he can buy a house. He can have a car.
From
He can have
whom?
a lot of stuff
From whom
from
will
people.
he buy a house?
From
Yeah,
people.
so he has to care
From
about those people.
no, but his lifetime is so short that I mean, why should he care about them? He gives them money. They give them good.
Listen,
They give
Anil,
him goods. They give him
what I'm trying to say is that it is impossible to not care about anyone. You still have to care about someone. You have to care about the existence of the shop from where you will buy food. You have to care about the person who will clean your house. You have to care about something. I'm not saying you will be in love with all these people. I'm still saying that their welfare will be attached to your welfare.
Yeah, but at some point of time he is still doing evil stuff to get that money. And so for example,
In order to
so
live a
he
happy
thinks
life,
that
right?
yes, so he has
Which he
done
can't
a
do
crime. He has
without
done
caring for
done
people. Which he can't do without caring
for
for people.
okay, I accept the fact that for some people he might care, but
Yeah.
he is a criminal. Okay, for
Yeah.
example, I'll tell you. I mean, there are host of people in politics and in actors who
Criminals
are
also care about
basically
some
bad
people, by
people.
the way. Criminals
Yeah,
care about
so
their
so
families, maybe
so if
someone they
criminal,
love.
yeah, so what stops them from doing a crime? I mean, clearly they have their selfish motives, and they care only for a set of people,
The law,
and for
the
other set
law,
they are killing.
the law prevents
No,
them from
they
committing
they have
crimes.
no, so they don't have fear of the law. We have politicians who openly give hate speeches. There are people
How do
who
they, listen. How do they protect
yeah,
themselves from the law?
they protect themselves from the law because they are basically running the government. So they
So
have the law
the
in their own hand.
the person who will protect them from the law, they have to care about them at least. Their bodyguards,
Yes,
they have to care about,
yes,
right?
yes,
It is
yes,
impossible to not give a shit about anyone else because other people's your welfare will always be contingent upon the welfare of other people. So it is not
yes.
possible to be a person who only cares about himself. I'm
No,
not saying you're going to
no,
be
no,
in love with everyone, but you will still have to worry about other people's well-being.
no. Yeah, I understand that for some people, but he's still giving hate speeches. He's probably he's going ahead and inciting violence against people, which are evil deeds, and he is
Anil,
probably an atheist, as you said.
we're going in
That's what I'm
circles.
saying. So
We're going in
he doesn't
circles.
have
I
any
have explained this 3 times now.
no. The problem is that individual accountability of the crimes is something which I want to understand. How is that?
I
Uh,
told you the
um,
fact that he has to be answerable to other people, even if he does not love them from the bottom of his heart, will keep him accountable.
no, for some people, no. There is a set of people whom he hates and he does crimes against. What
So,
about that?
or in the case of no human being on earth, will the accountability from everyone. It's always some people,
Yeah. So what is the
right?
accountability? So how does that be? I mean, how what is the incentive which he takes to be fair to everyone? There are evil people, right, in the
The
world.
incentive can either be that I genuinely care about what happens to other people, or it can be if
Yeah.
I don't care what happens to other people, I will be in trouble. And I already
But
explained
clearly
how
that's
that
not
would happen.
working, right? But clearly that's not working, right?
Of course, it's working. So we have some criminals in society. That is not the case for people not caring about other people. Even the worst possible specimens of our society care about some people. Even if they don't love them, they care about them enough to keep them in
No, but
circulation so that they can at least help them.
but there are bad people, right, in the society.
Okay, so so now we get to the crux of your point. Are you saying that
Yeah.
unless a society has
Yeah.
absolutely zero crime, complete happiness and absolute satisfaction, everything is useless?
No, I'm not saying everything is
Is that
useless,
what you're
but there
saying?
should be a factor. No, no, no. I'm not saying that. You're not getting my crux. I'm saying that if there are bad people who don't have consequences of their actions,
There will
who
be
are above the law,
consequences. That's what I've been saying so far. There will be consequences. Always there will
no,
be
there are
consequences.
no.
The
I'm
hate
saying
speech
that.
giving
It,
politician, the hate speech giving politician, as Kavan just sorry, Shreyas just pointed out, he's giving a hate speech to impress a set of people he wants to please, right? So
okay, okay,
their pleasure is still part of his welfare, isn't it?
yeah. But he's
Yeah.
doing what he's doing is wrong, right?
Obviously.
There should
I'm
be
not even talking
consequences
about
to his
right and wrong
actions.
of it. I'm talking about you trying to say that I said that morality exists because we live in a society, and you said what if
Yeah.
we look at it from the point of view of someone on an individual level? And I tried to point out to you, that's what I've been trying to do for the last 15 minutes, that there is no such thing as an individual perspective on morality. Everyone is part of society. Unless you're talking about a living creature which popped into existence on some planet without any antecedents, or so without any parents or without anyone else in in the world, it's not going to work. You're going to have to imagine a completely different kind of animal who's not a social animal, and we can't. I though definitely can't imagine an animal which is not social in any way at all.
Mm. Okay, okay. So probably evil people will have the consequence of their actions, right? That's what you're saying.
Everyone. No, no, no. I'm not saying it in the karmic way, as you are trying to imply. I'm saying that everyone makes decisions on the basis of how it will affect other people. Every decision is about other people.
Yeah, it is, but they think that what they are doing to, say, for example, a certain set of people,
Hmm.
they'll get away with it,
That certain set of other
or
people is also other people.
so they'll get away with a crime because they have the law in their pocket. They'll get away with a crime. For
Listen,
example, they'll get away with corruption.
I think the problem you're undergoing is that you're becoming prisoners of these phrases, law in their own pocket. It makes a person appear fearless and independent. Even the most strong person who has a law in his pocket depends on other people. Stop using phrases like law in their pocket, does not care about anyone, and you will understand what I'm trying to say. Try to look at it more granularly. Even the person who you think has no worries at all has worries. They worry about losing something, they worry about keeping someone happy, they worry about losing the support of someone. But I suppose we have
Yeah.
spoken about this enough. Thank you, Anil. Thank you.
Thanks. Thanks. Bye.
Chalo. Bye bye. Good conversation. Bye bye.